Morning guys, it's April 1st 12:26 p.m. and I'm recording the video for Friday, March 31st, end of the month, quarter end, weekend. Okay, so I'm preparing the video in the morning of Saturday. Okay, so today is a month end, weekend, quarter end. Exercise caution in trading, and today is Friday also, right? So NQ is running the show for the bulls. So as long as it is not giving up, stick with longs. But if you see NQ giving up, then do not take longs in ES. Instead, you can short. If you see the setup around levels, right? So by reading only these 5 lines, I'm telling you to stick with longs as long as NQ is holding, right? That's the first thing. Watch this area in NQ to see if it gets reaction from there or go through it, right? So you have to watch this area to see what it does. Okay, 80-85 in ES will decide in ES today, right? So 80-85 area will decide in ES today, right? Decide means up or down, correct? From there, either it will go to 4104, 41.12.20, and if it wants to go to moon, then 41.75. Yesterday's high was 40, right? So it tried to go to moon, correct? And you can see, you can draw a line here, and you can see what happened. You can draw a line here also, and you will see the rotations. I'll show you. So for the downside, these are the scenarios, but that did not happen, so no need to read below, right? Because downside did not happen, right? And it didn't even go below this. See, price broke out of small daily balance, so now buyer's job is to hold above this area. So now going into the day, as long as it is holding above this, some buyers will be there, right? Regardless of intraday down move, and especially if it is holding above this, then there is no shorts you can take. Only way is long. Simple, right? Because I'm repeating this because one of the members made a mistake. Now he was a new member, so obviously yes, because he's not used to with all these things, right? But these notes, this is the information for the old members also, right? See, these notes are very powerful. Now after writing these notes, price can go either way, correct? Because we don't know the future. But if you have an idea of these notes in your mind, and during day trading time frame, after open, I will do my reading in Discord. But that is a micro reading in Discord at that moment in time, right? So I might say sellers are in control, but then I will give you the level also, that up to this point they have a control, right? And then because during intraday, price can go up and down multiple times. So we can't just, so this is a bigger idea we have to keep in mind. But during intraday, you can go long and short any given day, right? But if you want to increase your odds, then you have to only pick one direction if it is lining up with this reading. If it is not, then you are allowed to do both during day trading, right? So you have to just play around with it and see which one is working out, right? But this is a bigger idea. Every day you have to keep in mind the notes, and during intraday it can fluctuate, right? The readings, who is in control, but around levels. But this is the back of your mind. You have to keep these notes. So by looking at here, there is no shorts today, so now so overall, keep in mind that price broke out above small daily balance, so now they are in control about this area. Okay, now follow to the upside with reaction at this. Now this is the yesterday's note, day before yesterday, Thursday I kept the same note, today also I kept the same note. So I know this area will provide a reaction. That is the story for today, but it depends on the day trading time frame. Where are the internals at that point, whether it will go through it, strong reaction, less reaction, right? But we are not in the business of reactions. If these reactions are for the profit taking, not for us to short, so I'll show you, so, and that is the note for today, right? Now look at here also. So this is, I'm repeating here for members so they can know, so this is ES, right? So this is the chart, I shared it with that. So here, look at this, watch for exhaustion, then only reaction, correct? And then which was 0406 area, okay? This is a backup sellers area, which is our 15 to 20 area, correct? and then this is 80 to 85 area. See that? Now this is pre-market, right? Around 7 o'clock when I took a screenshot, right? Here I said you can take a short into 88 to 9. This was a running note from yesterday, like Thursday this area held it, right? So already tested one time. Today this is a decision making area, so either price is going to go reject, right, and go below, or from here it will hold it, go higher. If it goes higher, this is the first reactionary area. You know, how far is the reaction from here? If not much reaction, price goes through it, then you know at that point buyers are confirming the idea from here, especially if it bounces from here. You know, that's how you read it, all this thing, and put it together. Then this area, right, 04. So if there is not much reaction, right, and let's say price even couldn't get to here or here, and it just ping pong here and go higher, then you know that it is going towards this area. Then you watch here, how far is the reaction? Can it come back here, or even it comes back here and bounce and then go above it? You know it's gonna go higher, you know. So there is no shorts here, okay? So think about it. It's a profit taking, not shorts, you know. So that's for ES, right? So now let's talk about let me show you NQ also. See that, so that way you will know, you know, how I am writing it. See NQ here, this is also running notes. I'm keeping the NQ's notes, I kept it for 5 days. This is the same 5 days area, you know, that this is a sellers area, preferred sellers, this is a note. So here look, above I didn't even give you the labels at that time, you know. Last 4 days there was no label above. So because I said above this no labels, just no labels means not for shorting, means you can take profit at any level, but there is no level that will give you a short there. That's why here I am saying above these no levels, just look for support below it to go long. See, clear statement here. So once it goes above this preferred sellers area, right, there is no level. That means all you have to do is what? Pull back here, go long. If it goes, let's say if it goes here, right, look for support below to go long. No shorts at all. See, so notes are written clearly based on certain days, you know. So here also once NQ goes above this, right, 78 and this 124, 120 area, that means buyers are proving intraday they want to keep it higher. So any pullback, people will buy it, right? So 120, 124. Now you look at it here. 120, 125. See? So and 80, 85, right? So now you know two important area you have to watch, correct? So now let's go here. So this is 120, 125. Now you can see how the levels are validating itself, correct? So here, see that during the news time 8:30 and ES this area, right? So now you have to make a note here. ES bounce from this area. That's how you have to write it in your mind, you know, or lock it. 80, 85 key area, it will decide. So here is the first decision, right? Bounce from during the news time, correct? Then you are watching it. Then it pulled back to the same area and it held it as a support. Then again bounce, correct? And it opened right around here, 89, right at this level. Remember I said decision area. So are we going to go long? No, you don't have to go long here. You wait if you want to, right? Then what happened? Then you can see an open drive. See, that's how you put it in all together. Now you know. See, now I'm making it big, right? See, this is open drive. This is called open drive. Now it's whether it's a legit open drive or fake open drive, we don't know. But based on the story so far from the notes, this is a decision area. It held it during the news time. Then it pulled back again 2 times. It held it. Then of the open, it is like going shooting higher in open drive fashion. What does that tell you? This could be a legit open drive. But now there is a validation point that we have to validate it. Look at internals. Momentum plus 1300. Internals above 1500. Those are the signs. Look at the AD also. See that? Rising. These are the signs that price wants to go higher. This could be a valid open drive. But still we have to check it. Right? What's the check? So look at NQ. Of the open, slice through this area. where it already provided a reaction. Remember I said look for reaction. So it's already provided a reaction. But then what happened? Look at this. It held this support, right, which is super aggressive sellers and super aggressive buyers area. So super aggressive buyers area, not only aggressive, super aggressive buyers held it this area. And now of the open, you can see that open drive, right? And it went through this key level. At this point, you know that if this is a valid open drive, price will not pull back more than 2 points. That is what I said right here in Discord. And if that is the case, then you know this area will become a line in sand. And that is what I said in Discord, that line in sand is 96, 94. And NQ 107, 120. That's it. As long as it's holding above, it's gonna go higher. So this is your confirmation. That's your long. That's your confirmation. Price did not pull back more than 2 points, which is right here. And then it just held it. See, at this point, it is confirming it's an open drive. It can go to moon even, right? But remember, we are not here to go to moon. Our job is to what? Friday, quarter end, month end. Price can do any kind of back and forth, you know. So we can't trust all these things, especially on quarter end and Friday. You know, if it was like Thursday, Tuesday, you know, I might be okay holding it till end of the day. But Fridays, quarter end, month end, you know, price can play a game. So take a profit, you know, whenever you can, and then call it a day off. You know, you don't have to like, you know, hold on to it. That is what our strategy is, right? Every day a few points consistently. We are not here to ride the trend every day, because trend every day doesn't happen, right? So we rather be expert in taking few points every day. That is the story, you know, or that is the strategy. So, but anyway, now you can see it here. I said 4104, right? If you look at the notes, 04, 12 to 20, right? So 04 right here, see, 0375, so it's 04, correct? Look at this, how price went there, straight up from here, right? And then look the reaction. So now someone will you will consider as, man, this is a reaction, now it's gonna go tank, right? But the story so far is open drive, not even more than 2 point pullback here, right? Now it is confirming it's a valid open drive. So as long as price is holding above this line in sand, which I gave you in Discord, and NQ below above 107, 120, if price goes below both, then you can think about short. Otherwise, you have to stick with longs, and you have to assume this is some profit taking going on. That's it. So, and you can see profit taking, but price couldn't go lower. Then slice through this level. So now at this point, you know which level is going to go next. Buyers are there, they are confirming. So any pullbacks, you go long, simple, and target this area. Once it reaches there, you take a profit and you wait, which is this area. See that? This 12 to 20. Now look at the response here. This is my 20, right? 12 to 20. Look at the response. Strong response compared to others. Why? Because now price is already went so far, and this is a backup sellers area. Obviously it will provide a response, but is it a time to short? No. You look for longs at pullbacks, right? So now you watch where it pulls back. So same thing, I'm explaining only NQ here, but you can do the same thing for NQ here. Okay, sorry, I'm explaining ES, you can do the same exercise for NQ. Now why longs, right? So I already give you the reasons. Now you see an internal. See, internals are good on some days. You know, they will clearly tell you what not to do, right? So here you can see it. Momentum pretty much held it throughout this point up to this until it hits that 20. You can see it. Momentum was consistently pretty much holding above zero line. Yeah, a little bit poke there, but then it was holding, and it was making plus 600 multiple times. AD was also holding above plus 1500. That's a sign trend day up is going on. You know, I knew right at here at 11, you know, so okay, let me show you. See this is from Discord, you know, I just took a screenshot. I don't want to just, you know, show you everything in Discord, but you can see it here. Now if you look at the internals plus open drive and momentum holding it above zero line, consistently equal to trend day up situation present as well. See, I typed it also there also, right? So I'm not making it up here. Okay, so 11:11 was around this time. This time I said trend day up is going possible, right? So now that's another clue I'm giving you. So technically you can even hold it till closing, and rest assured most likely it will close higher by 4:15. You know, close higher definitely, like not 100% guaranteed, but probabilities are there. You know, so that's the one thing, right? So now let's say we were here, right? And then I'll show you all the Discord messages, you know, so you can see it. Like, so I started from, hold on, so let me see, 8:41. Okay, so I'll show you all the messages, and so now you combine all those messages and you will know that price is pointing higher and higher. You just have to combine them. Okay, so but here, so when it pull back, right, remember I explained it, if it goes here, how far the reaction go? Can it come back even here, or it just pulls back from here and then go higher, right? So at this time at 2:37 I said 1650, clear level I gave 1650, and NQ I said 233 has buyers in it and they are trying to buy, you know, so which is right here 237, which is right around here. I tweeted it, I put it in Discord, you know, so that was your long setup later in the day. Okay, so I'll show you, hold on. So I took all these screenshots and number it, so at least you will know. Okay, so first tweet, first Discord 8:41, so which is right here when price hit this level of the open, right? So I said, so I don't follow Fibonacci first of all. Okay, for me it's a pure price action, but I do keep an eye when some event happens, right? I do keep an eye because that will give me insight who is buying it, why they are buying it, from which level they are buying it, are they legit or not, and then I combine with my levels, right? So I know my level was this, right? The fib level was around 92, which is right here, that people were buying it. You know, in a smaller time frame, 1 minute you will see it here, activities, you know, 5 minutes won't show you, but 1 minute will show you that people were buying at fib, whatever the fib at that time, from this, from here to here, 38.2, which was around 92, I guess, you know. So I said interesting to watch, right? Because level was here, they were buying it at 92. Fine, sometimes it holds it, no? So, and then NQ 120 to 124 area, right? Then I said ES 88.92, right? So the top of this level, and then fib we also included. I said that's the level. Break below, issue for those fib buyers, because then they will be trapped, and then price can tank also, you know. So I was watching whether they get trapped or somebody buys it from here and support them. Okay, so NQ has to go below 85 to create the issue for them, right? So now I'm giving you this line in sand for during the news time, correct? Else consider both are buying points for news driven buyers, right? That was the first statement at 8:41, right? Now you look at NQ. So that's how you combine all the Discord messages. See, you have to keep a memory, right? So here I put that note, right, in Discord. Now you look at it here. Where is NQ? I said below 85 create the issue. Did it go below 85? Yeah, poking is fine, but it is like nice close, right? But it did not. See 85, dream number. Dream numbers are very powerful, you know. All the old members knows. So here bounce. Now you know something is buyers are there, correct? Here again it came after open to both dream numbers actually. Look, no 85 close, bounce. Now no 85 bounce, 841 statement, it held it, this line in sand, went above this area. Now you know buyers are confirming, simple. And open drive, combining all these three and internals, you know it's an open drive, confirm. No? Same thing here also. See, it came to 88, 92 area of the open drive. Now you know very first statement from here after the news, it telling you to go long, correct? Now statement number 2, 1008, 94.96 in ES, NQ 120, 107, line in sell, right? 1008, which is right around this time. Okay, 10:08 is up to 5 minutes. 10:08, correct? Now you know those sliding sets were holding above. Then statement number 3 at 10:16, right after 8 minutes, NQ is building a balance around Globex high of 139, but that was not our level. Equal to, chances are it will go. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Equal to, chances are it will go higher from this balance fight, right? Around 10:16, NQ 139. So this was a 139, which was a Globex high. That was not my level. My level was here, not here. You can see it during news time. It didn't go here. It rejection from here. See? Then what happened? After open, it went above this level. See, this is a pullback. Right here, somebody bought it. Not here. Here. Here, poor guys who are following Globex highs and lows blindly. This was not the level. Yes, it was Globex high, but 139 was not my level. So you can see people were shorting it here. See that? Now, during that time, I typed it. This balance around this 39 is basically a trap. I said chances are it will go higher, not lower. See that? Now you know another confirmation to go long, right? At the same time, ES was around this area, right here, between these two levels. So now you know at least it will go to 104.06, right? So now let's talk about hold on, statement number 4, 10:36, right? As I said, now move your stop to NQ 105. So this is, as I said, means this story that 139 price will not go down, it will go higher. So at 10:36, which is right around here, I said call it a day off, right? Because ES was touching 06, 04 area. Remember, those are the reaction areas, and it's a Friday. You don't want to mess around, correct? I said call it a day off, take a profit, few points a day consistently. These are our few points, right? And don't mess around. But if someone wants to hold it, then move your stop to 155 and ES 96 or 4100, right? So here I took a profit and I call it a day, correct? So but then if someone wants to hold it, I give you option also, 4100 or 96 stop, NQ 155, right? Around 10:36. Now 10:36, which is right around here, right? I said 155 stop. After this point, did NQ go below 155? 164 was the last low. See? So your stop is secure now. If you're holding it, you know it. It's going higher, so you're good, right? Here I said 4100 or 4096 after 10:36, right? So 10:36 was right around here, right? After that, ES went to where? 4102, not even 4100. Your stop is secure. You're still holding it. Price is moving higher. Now you know once it goes above this, next level is this, correct? So now you know how to manage it also, right? I'm giving you all this clue. Now this is one of the member, right? So he said, so I said 200 and 228 are a good target for NQ, and ES 4112 to 20, and call it a day of 100% by that time. If you are still holding it, just close it, pretty much, So he followed it. So still holding some longs. See that I have closed out my longs. I'm done. I was long NQ 100, which is dream number. He went long at this dream number, and 80 points on my runner. I think that's my biggest runner so far, right? So, and then number 6, 10:48. I was walking outside, and I right after I said take a profit, right? Around 10:48, which is right around here, when ES touched 0406, right? So I said that's where I call it a day off. But I said prices continue to go higher, but so far it's not a clean move. It's like a lot of chops, and quarter end, and we have to take a profit due to the quarter end, and it was an open drive up to open. ES did not pull back more than 2 points, so valid open drive. Higher quality up move is not there basically. Quality of up move is not great, like the way it is going higher. That's why we have to take a profit and keep stop loss, or keep stop loss at 96 and let it run. I give you both options, right? But why bother holding it on Friday? So call it a day off, right? So if still someone wants to hold it, they can hold it with the stop loss, right? Then point number 7, right? So after that, I was on walk, I put it, and then I just left. Then I came back later, right? After lunchtime. So till lunchtime, see that this 20 we were here, right? Originally, that how far it can go down, correct? So you can see how far it can go down. Maybe here, maybe lower, who knows, right? But so far it was telling us there's a trendy up situation now, right? So backup sellers will react, but then you don't want to see too much reaction, especially you don't want to see any strong breakdown. And you can see the swing was here to here, price came down to here, it did not break down, like chop around, like this. See that swing was here, up, and now breakdown of this balance, right? So this kind of activities was not there. There was no pop below, correct? That's the first thing. So you're expecting not to have any breakdown, okay? Then so you're watching it. It came down here, then hold this area, again came down, right? Now you can see there is a small balance here. It did a similar balance here. Okay? Now two things can happen. Either it can hold this line, because remember this line here, look at this, balance up and then breakdown. So mini balance breakdown, right? Now again it building another balance below this line, holding this line here as a resistance. So now below this line micro level sellers are there. That's how you read it. You read inside bigger time frame, like bigger, smaller, and this is like a nanosecond kind of reading, right? So here you are reading it nanosecond level, that okay, this is my resistance at this point in time. Let's see what happens. Can price go tank below it or go higher? Because now it's sellers, this micro sellers should hold it here, right? Two-step process. They held it here, they are holding it here. Now I know at least sellers are here, the latest one. Then what happened? It gave you a mini breakdown below this, like this low, and then shoots higher. At this point it is confirming buyers are there, the sellers are gone. So now you look for longs, right? So where is the long? Up. This was the area where the shifting happened, right? Look at this, see that here, bounced. This was another area where sellers were there, right? So look at this here, try to go, see it bounce from here. Now buyers are there. People flip the position here from sellers to buyer at micro level. See how it's supposed to be. Reading price is a very good thing. You don't need any indicator. The way you read it, it will tell you, by looking at the price like this, right? Now here they responded it, correct? So now these guys flipped probably, right? Now there were some sellers here too stuck, right? So now you can see it here. See here they try to again let it go down price, but then slice through it. At this point now you have two levels of confirmation for buyers, so you can go long right here in this area. That's where now, so I'm giving you all the thought process, okay? And now see, that's why I put this statement at 237, that 1650 233 NQS buyers are trying to push it higher. Watch that area, right? 237, correct? This is my 237 line. See, so I'm not making up anything here. I'm explaining you why I put Discord message at certain time, because I was reading all this thing, and I explain you now how I read it, right? So here I said buyers are pushing, so that was your long right there, 1650, right? Look at this, price came to here, after that time came to where 16 was the low, that was your long right there. Then you write it up, NQ 236, right? So I said 233. See, NQ's reading is little bit tough. It is not going to be clean like ES. So don't try to do all the same thing in NQ. NQ will, like, someday it will do it exactly, someday it will fall through it few points, so don't try to read NQ that way. NQ just go with my levels, but you can see it. see NQ I said 233, right, which is here around 237. So this is your 237 mark, right? So NQ falls below 233 up to 231, 2 points, right? But basically it held it. So that was your long right here. See that? Now same time with ES, correct? Then you see this area is holding now, correct? Now you have this as your stop loss for the afternoon, this area, and pretty much this low, and then you ride it up. Simple, you know, and then you can see it closed higher, right? So whatever you left here, let's say you call it a day off, and then by chance let's say you come back. Now at this point you know it's going to close higher. It's a 10-day up situation. So you go long here, right, at the right level, and you hold it till close, 4:15 or 4 o'clock, without reading anything in between now, because now price is not going to stop anywhere regardless of these levels. Most likely it will provide a reaction like this. See that? Reaction like this, but then it will close in the upper territory somewhere. That is what it did. Okay, so that's all I want to convey today, that everything is here, whatever I'm typing, notes, it's all well thought. Okay, that be all.